as we go, everyone's just looking at us, staring. I think need to find more excuses to do this over and over again. All right, so Anuj, welcome. I think this is something we've been wanting to do for a long time, but behind the wheel of the Xiaomi SU7 and this particular
SU7
variant,
Max.
Max, yeah. So how does it feel?
It's extremely quiet.
Yeah, really quiet, right? I think for the first time we are not having to use any audio trickery to capture a quiet environment. It is naturally quiet, and the best part is it's also super comfortable, right?
Yeah.
I think last time when we were talking about the car from the outside, we were discussing, and you rightly said, this is like the comfort and convenience of your home in a car. Which is true, right? It's so comfortable, so convenient. And as we go, everyone's just looking at us, staring, because it's in this beautiful aqua blue color. So I think maybe before we dive into the Max, I just want to quickly touch upon something awesome that we saw on Friday, which was the Ultra, SU7 Ultra. I mean, I'm just lost for words because this car itself, 838 Newton meters of torque, 673 horsepower, say 0 to 100 in 2.78 seconds.
Yeah.
And, range of 800 kilometers, right? That's absolutely insane. However, then, Lezong goes on stage and announces the SU7 Ultra, the prototype, goes from 0 to 100 under 2 seconds, which is insane.
And this is still not the topmost motor that we are developing.
No, that's what. So,
so where does it go?
So this is a dual motor. So we have two motors in this. That is a triple motor, which is the V8S. They have two V8S and a V6S. So triple motor giving you that much power, 1500 horsepower.
Yeah.
So essentially as much power as a Bugatti Chiron, and it's also faster to 100 compared to even the latest Bugatti Tourbillon. So which is absolutely incredible, right? I don't know. I think it's just unlocking new possibilities for us in terms of what is expected from an EV. And I think the icing on the cake is the fact that it's not a purpose-built sports car in terms of, throwing out everything from there. This is basically a four-door sedan.
The Ultra, right?
Yeah, even the Ultra.
I actually kept looking at it. I thought it was a two-door.
Yeah.
And then they said, okay. And they're actually trying to see if it can be the world records, right?
Yeah, at Nürburgring, they're trying to beat the world records.
When is that run?
I don't know. I'm not sure. But I'm really waiting to hear from that. But it's absolutely insane. So even this, which I would say is like the perfect car for everyday driving. You have, comfort, you have speed, you have range, every single thing that you want. And then top it all off with, the Ultra, which pushes the boundaries in terms of what you would expect from EVs.
Yeah.
It's absolutely insane. Now coming to,
I mean, the main aspect here, which is very surprising for me, is like how well built it's from the inside. We know the numbers.
Yeah.
And we know the speeds and the feeds.
Yeah.
But inside, the fit and finish, and for, I guess, anyone, it'll be hard to believe that this is the first car that we've kind of come out with.
Yeah, I completely agree. And the feeling is so surreal, right? Like, we know that we make anything from a toothbrush to a smartphone.
Yeah.
But this is something that's unprecedented. And like you said, a first-gen product that is so well built without actually having an experience of something in this category also. Just shows that, the 3,400 odd engineers that we had and the technical experts, thousands of them, is absolutely insane. Yeah.
The range is really good. You can see people from far.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah. I mean,
it's crazy.
It also shows, right? This is built for even autonomous driving. It's capable of doing that. So it's also a future-ready, forward-looking sort of a car, which is capable of that eventually. And even the heads-up display, like I saw a lot of people who are experts in the auto fraternity also talking about it. This is a 56-inch one, which is larger and more clear and crisp than all of the other ones. So it's very intuitive that it's not distracting you from everything else, but you have everything that you need there, including charge, the direction, as well as the overall speed itself. Obviously, there are the finer things that we can also talk about. Like we were discussing the other day, I love watching Doug DeMuro videos and all the quirks and features that he points out in the cars, right? Something very subtle. So I think even in
some of that here, right?
Yeah.
I mean, one cool thing for all the Xiaomi fans is, the wireless charging itself.
Yeah.
Now, it's not a regular wireless charging. It's a 50-watt wireless charging.
Yeah.
Right?
Which is crazy.
Yeah. But I guess because the car goes so fast, you'll have to charge fast as well before you get to your destination.
Yeah, that's true.
But then, apart from that, obviously, it's got a mini fridge built in.
Yeah. I think mini is not a right term because it's pretty sizable.
I think it can take like 6 cans.
Yeah, easily.
6 cans.
Yeah.
The vanity mirror.
Yeah, that is super large. And I think what I noticed is that, generally you have those small cutouts. You can't really see much.
Yeah.
And many people end up looking at the rear view mirror. They adjust that. They use that.
Yeah, that's
so in this case, you are actually getting as much as possible. When you have so much estate to play around with, why just stop at that small cutout? So very well thought out. And even the light is soft. It's of a certain color temperature and the look, and it's so nice. And we were discussing this the other day as well. What I liked is the fact that, when you are playing audio and you reach at your destination or you're meeting someone when you're picking them up, this actually does go down in terms of volume so that you can pay attention. You can actually talk to the people that you want and you're not distracted by the audio, nor are you annoying anyone else on the outside, which is actually pretty cool. And the fact that within the headrest itself, you're actually having those speakers, right? So when you're taking a call, it comes through here just like you're having a conversation on a regular phone, and at the same time, less distraction for your passengers. It's absolutely insane. And I love the party trick that the speedometer also does. When you turn it on, it just swivels and comes
and
into
the
play.
whole change in color when you move from one mode to the other.
Oh yeah, that also.
So right now we're driving around in comfort.
Obviously,
you start moving into sport. Might be a bit much, but I mean, obviously my favorite part has to be the tech in the car.
Yeah.
But so we've gone past like some 5 or 6 different speed breakers.
Yeah.
The fact that it's able to do that in Indian roads.
That's true.
I mean, obviously these are much better roads than usual, but to be able to do that itself is not bad.
And this actually can raise also. So basically can go up all the way up to around 180 millimeters in terms of ride height. Thanks to the air suspension, and go down as well.
Go down. So when you're high speed, it goes down to what, 130, 135?
Yeah, all the way down. I think slightly lower than that as well, 120 odd. But I'm sure for us, the regular thing is fine. And in case needed, we can go up, especially in a place like India, right? With slightly more, I would say, challenges compared to other areas. And that's another reason why you're having such good suspension, such good comfort, because of the air suspension. It dampens the overall impact that the driver as well as passengers have on the inside, right? It's able to absorb those shocks a bit better, and instead of the entire car wobbling, you actually have much more smooth sailing, I would say, on the road itself, which is actually really good to see. Speaking of other cool things on the exterior, I also love the spoiler. And
you can
adjust that as well.
I mean, actually, when you change your mode, it also kind of adjusts the spoiler on that.
Yeah, you can, yes.
But if you just want to show off, you could be driving at we're driving at 25 kilometers an hour, and we can still have the spoiler
up just for kicks. Yeah, that's true.
Just in case you need to hit a 200 kilometer mark. We're done with that.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously, the other part is the whole tech in it.
Yeah.
And how. So 2 aspects of it. One is the driving tech.
Yeah.
And how responsive that is. And I think we've seen enough of that. But the second part is the entertainment tech / control tech. So this is a large console. It's like what, 16? 17?
Yeah, 16-inch 3K.
3K display.
3K high resolution, and it just boots up in slightly over a second the moment you unlock the car. So the car is smart enough that it doesn't wait for you to come inside, press the start-stop button,
and then start.
As soon as you unlock, it's already ready. So it will definitely take you more than 1.5 seconds to actually get inside the car for sure.
And all the lidars, now I can see on the road that all the cars parked till the very end of the road.
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
What's very cool is our car is in the aqua blue.
Yeah, that's true. It's color matched.
So SU7 aqua blue. And I guess while we are talking about the aqua blue, we had that pet project. How do we get aqua blue into a damn good looking phone?
Yeah.
So finally we've got the aqua blue variant of the 14 CV. We'll probably have some images to show all the people who were kind of watching,
Yeah.
how closely color matched it is.
Absolutely.
So obviously it's easier to get one kind of color on metal, the other kind of color on glass and leather.
Yes.
But our team has been able to match that.
Correct.
So yeah, imagine walking out with the 14CV Aqua Blue from the Aqua Blue SU7 Max.
Correct.
Looks really cool.
That'd be really cool. I also noticed you were mentioning this. It's tracking so accurately that a car changing lane is also done perfectly well. Even the shape of the car is able to know, right?
It's also if the car in front of you brakes.
Oh wow!
The lights go on here.
Yeah, that's a detail I missed out earlier. And even the shape, like it identifies what vehicle it is. And it's also picking up a reflection. I just noticed that.
Yeah, it's picking up a reflection.
Reflection even for the Innova in front.
Yeah,
that's pretty dope. But I think in terms of the practicality aspect also, normally there is a trade-off that you need to give if you're expecting great performance. Right? You either get a super long-range endurance model, or you get a high-performance model which compromises in terms of range. And if you're talking about ICE cars or even EVs in general, the space constraints also there.
Yeah.
So I think the decision to actually go for a 5-meter long sedan, which can comfortably seat 5 people, plus give you a lot of boot space. 500.
So that was the toughest part, right?
Yeah.
So essentially, what LJ was saying when he was launching this car, saying we decided to make the toughest one.
Correct.
So if you have a SUV, then it's a raised car, so you have a lot more space for battery and all that, and you expect. I mean, SUV you can afford to go slower.
Of course.
When you're making a sports sedan, then you are going for performance. And in all of that, how do you make a comfortable car, have that range? So, I mean, his point being that, okay, if once we've done this, then, whatever the next car comes in is going to be really easy to do.
True. I mean, like you said, this is the most difficult assignment that we took on for ourselves, and we've aced that. And now, whatever comes next should be easier. But I'm sure we'll always find a way.
The people stopped on the road to look at like, what is
this car? Yeah. They're like, oh, my phone is the same brand. And I think it's these tiny things that we were talking about, which actually adds a lot of value. Like there are these small metal parts for the coat hangers, or like you rightly said, the grab handles.
Oh, the grab handles are so comfortable.
Yeah.
Like this one that I have here.
Yeah.
So one, it's not a hard one, right?
Yeah.
So this is leather.
Yes.
It moves a little depending on the shape of my hand.
Yeah.
And on the back, normally what we do is when we grab a handle, the back is against this hard plastic or the body of it, right?
Yes.
Here it's this soft velvet material.
Correct. So, and it does make a huge difference. Like, and it's something that you don't need to explain. The moment you set your foot inside here and you actually start using it, these finer things, and you're like, oh wow, this also, and then it just adds up.
You keep discovering.
Correct.
I guess one of the reasons why, after launch, there's so many people coming for a test drive for the SU7.
Correct.
And across demographics, right? So it's guys and girls, because it's a mix of that sport and the comfort and all these little things that you would not realize on a spec sheet, or even a video can't. Actually, our video also will not be able to do justice
to it. Absolutely.
To what all it can do.
I completely agree. And even just now, I was looking at the ORVMs, and the fact that there's very little cladding outside the mirror. It's like a complete edge-to-edge mirror. Which gives you the best. So generally what happens is, you need to compromise because, okay, the mirror size for that particular car type, be it a SUV or a sedan or a hatchback, has to be optimized for the size. You can't have huge mirrors like you have, say, maybe in a Ford F-150, which has these big mirrors, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, what happens is because of the inserts being much smaller, you're sacrificing on that visibility. But here, it's like really big and gives you that great visibility that you need when actually, turning or making decisions based on what you see there. But like I was saying, the boot, I was surprised. It was like 517 liters at the back. And because this is a born electric car, there's also a frunk where again, another 100 liters odd is what you get in terms of capacity. So a lot of storage options basically. But so this is basically the full screen view.
Yeah.
And you can see everyone walking, the cones, the cars, everything.
The Swiggy deliveries. Parking slots.
Pretty awesome, honestly. Yeah. And everyone's still
so quiet that these guys haven't even realized.
They haven't realized, correct. Which is true. But the AC, this is also pretty cool.
Yeah,
I think
so
I've
from an
tried
AC perspective, what you can control, the way it is put in,
this. Yeah.
and it's also showing you obviously because I guess we are the leaders in air
Air
purification.
purifiers as well, yeah.
So it's showing you that inside is just a PM 2.5 of 2.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you can do all the settings. You can actually get an idea. So even the animation changes as
Yeah.
per the
And
the
even
airflow.
this, right? Like you can choose where you want to point it to,
Yeah.
which is also pretty cool. Like without actually fiddling with things. So I think that's which, funnily enough, in my car, I think the problem when you have young kids, they fiddle with it and they've just broken the AC vents. So here, you just control, so you can't actually play around with it. So it's much easier this way.
But if you put, so on the back seats also you can put these Xiaomi tablets, right?
Oh yeah, you can. You
now
have
with
tablet
HyperOS, does that get connected, and is there some control on those tablets also? That'll be interesting
for
to see.
the center. Actually,
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah, I'm not too sure, but HyperOS is great that way. That the connection, and we also saw it ourselves, where assuming you have automated stuff at home,
Yeah.
you pull up to your house and it knows that you're there, and this is the temperature that you like. It can turn on the AC, the lights, your curtains.
And you were listening to something, say a podcast,
Yes.
and that continues as you get into the house.
Correct.
Even accounting for you walking through because your phone is with you. And
Yes.
I think that's overall quite cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think one cool color. I think everyone. I didn't see a single guy on the road who didn't turn around and look at this color because you've not seen
Something
aqua
like
blue.
this. Yeah.
And we'll also have the 14 CV in aqua blue coming out very soon. So I think let's do an unboxing video for that one.
Yes.
Anyone who gets their hands on that
It's
specific colorway.
It's a really beautiful looking color. I completely agree with that. But I think this was awesome. I think need to find more excuses to do this over and over again because it was just fun. Like, I mean, literally the only thing that we've been doing is just driving around and talking. But because it's in such a great environment, in a great piece of technology, which is, I think, more advanced than anything that I've seen from the EV, EV side of things. So it's been absolutely phenomenal. But let us know if you guys have any questions about Xiaomi in general, about the SU7 Max, or let us know also about the Xiaomi 14 CV. And if you are looking for a particular color to buy, which is your favorite color of the CV as well, let us know in the comment section below. As usual, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.